Next up is a tasty treat with just one ingredient.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Michelle.
I'm Aviv.
I'm Jaina.
And we keep it Hundy. Today, we're seeking a $300,000 investment in exchange for 10% equity in our company, Hundy. What the frozen fruit pop always should have been.
Sharks, we are in the thick of an ingredient revolution. Today's consumers aren't just shopping. They're nutrition label detectives demanding transparency. Take a walk down the frozen aisle and you'll find most products are filled with ingredients that belong in a lab, not in your food.
Red 40? No, thank you. Yellow 5? But why?
Gross.
Sodium benzoate? What even is that?
Can I buy that painting?
That's why we created Hundy, the cleanest label frozen fruit pop ever made.
Now, Sharks, introducing the only ingredients in Hundy. Put your hands together for organic mango and organic pineapple.
Yay!
Oh my God, we got samples!
Yay!
Thank you very much.
Go mango! Go mango! Go mango!
Thank you.
Go mango! Go mango! Go mango!
We're very excited about that,
Keep it up.
Daniel.
That's right, Sharks. No additives, no preservatives, just fruit. Frozen to peak ripeness and packed in a mess-free on-the-go tube.
Parents trust it. Kids crush it. Healthy eaters call it a miracle. We're not just a frozen treat, we're redefining what belongs in your freezer.
So, Sharks, who's ready to lead the clean label takeover and freeze out the old guard? Come change the game and keep it Hundy with us.
Very good. Very.
Keep it a Hundy. Hey, I tell you what, man, the vernacular, the young generation slang always make its way up. Keep it a Hundy, short for keep it 100. Shouts out to them. For those of you who don't know, I am Dave, a 10+ year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from patents, copyrights, trade secrets, as well as trademarks. And I'm feeling good, man. Season 16 episode, what is this? Season 17 episode 16. And we're 2 for 2 so far. Let's see if Keep It a Hundy can make it 3 for 3. I will say, I have 2 things that I want to talk about before I get off into what I look for. Number one, when did it happen where these foods and whatnot start using not so good ingredients? Was it always like that and we just kind of didn't pay attention? Or at some point over the last 10 or 15 years, 20 years, did it switch and we kind of just start getting wind of it? That's what I kind of want to know about that one. And then the second thing is, man, that pink popsicle, that joint, hey, the red one good, the blue one good, but that pink one, or essentially the regular popsicles is a staple, at least kind of where I'm from. So especially the pink one. So we have to see if Keep It a Hundy, what the Sharks think about it. Now, for the thing that I look for when I'm doing these reviews is how simple is the product. It's pretty simple, just a popsicle. How effective is it? A lot of times the effectiveness of the product, you can ascertain that by weight of the sales. And again, $300,000, 10%, $3 million valuation. I would imagine that they have some sales. And then what's the market like? I would imagine, I'm not sure if it's a saturated market, but it's definitely popsicles out there. It seems like they have a 1 ingredient, organic, healthy popsicle. I'm imagining it's other healthy popsicles out there. So that's a little bit interesting to me. And then for the bonus one is, are you protecting the intellectual property? And it seems like, as you can tell by their background, they do have a trademark on Hundy for popsicles. So shouts out to them for protecting their intellectual property. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot maybe in a recipe or from a trade secret standpoint that I can see. We'll see if that comes up during the pitch. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As I pull this back up, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. As well as hit that subscribe button and be a part of the IP community. Let's go here.
Very
tasty.
delicious. So it's
Any added
tasty,
sugar?
and there's nothing in it but the fruit.
All you're eating is 100% USDA organic fruit.
This stuff is insanely delicious.
I think Daniel like
most
mango.
popsicles is just water, whatever.
Exactly.
This, you feel that you're doing something good because you're eating the mango in the chunks, and it's a very nice experience.
So we have in front of us mango and pineapple, but are there others?
That's a great question. One of the reasons we're here is that we want to introduce our next fruit. We've been asked for it by some retailers to
What
have
is
a third
that?
SKU. It's berry. We love our berry.
Yeah, berry
It'll
would be great.
harmonious blend of organic raspberries and organic blueberries.
We all love the product, so let's talk about the 300,000 for 10%, 3 million valuation. So you must have some sales.
We do. We launched in 2024. We've done $300,000 to date. We are in 350 retailers to date, mainly focused in the Western
What are you
region.
going to do this year in sales?
This year in sales, we're looking at 760,000 with our current retailers.
Wow.
Decent.
Very
I
good.
mean, you're not making any money yet, right?
We do have margins, so we are making money, but we're reinvesting it back into the product to buy our raw materials.
And where did the name come from?
So Hundy means 100%.
100%.
Fruit, organic fruit. It would
Keep it
always be
100.
that way. We will never use any other ingredients. And keeping it Hundy means, galvanizing community to have a collective
Oh, I
sense
know
of
what
joy.
it means. I say it every
I'm
day.
about to say Ray Shaw.
Yeah,
Come
Ray
on
Shaw.
now.
That expression exists?
Yes.
100% it exists.
You like the name Hundy?
I do.
We are the first of its kind. We are the only product in the frozen novelty section that is truly one ingredient. And, we're reformatting something that you all know about from the past that we grew up eating, which was those, freeze pops that are essentially
pops.
water, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, and extremely harmful food dyes that I was splattering on that board for a reason because they're terrible for you.
How big a moat is there here? Because, I mean, there's nothing really proprietary about crushing fruit
Trade
and freezing it.
We do have a patent pending.
What
Uh-oh.
would be the patent
What?
The
for?
process.
The process itself,
keep it as a
it
trade
is more
secret.
complicated than just putting frozen fruit into a tube. If you did that, it wouldn't come out as a pop. It would come out like those smoothie bags. We're keeping the integrity of those chunks, and that's the really unique part. And then again, not adding anything. And we also have a frozen shelf life of 2 years. So we're a little bit about sustainability.
That's a long time.
How much do you sell it for?
Our suggested retail price is between $8.99 and $9.99.
And what does it cost you?
Our mango costs $3.22 to make. Our pineapple goes for $3.92 for us to make.
Margins.
The most popular fruits are strawberries,
Right.
bananas.
Yeah.
Why are you afraid to go there?
Strawberries can be unpredictable, even though they look amazing in appearance, they're not always that sweet, especially when they freeze.
If you're not particularly crazy about mango or pineapple, then you might not pick it up. So I love the mission, but as an investment for me today, it's not the right one. So I wish you good luck, but I'm out.
Thanks so much.
And as Lori goes out, there's a couple things that I want to say. Man, I'm telling you all, this intellectual property stuff is important. Who would have thought that they had a patent pending, which that kind of surprises to me, but it seems like it's on a process for actually more or less kind of bagging a freeze pop. And again, Mr. Wonderful said it. What's your moat? When people say what's your moat, that's AKA what IP do you have that's going to keep the competitors out? Investors want to see that. And again, that can be trade secrets, that can be copyrights, that can be patents, that can be trademarks. And in this case, it seems like they have a patent, which I don't know. I always kind of go back and forth, especially on these processes. Do you get a trade secret? Do you get a patent? Without knowing a whole lot, I would imagine that since a third party is kind of bagging it, then they want to kind of protect it from that standpoint. And I would imagine that they thought a patent is the best way. I always like a trade secret just because to the extent that you can get it, and it makes sense because a patent runs out after 20 years. Then everybody can kind of do it. Whereas a trade secret lasts forever as long as you're keeping it a secret. Now, if it's easy for somebody to reverse engineer, then you're probably going to get a patent compared to a trade secret. But to the extent it's going to be tough for somebody to reverse engineer, then I would always defer to a trade secret. But this stuff is interesting, especially with this episode, because you can see how a moat, aka IP, is really at the forefront. Even the name Hundy, Ray Sean was like, hey, I really like that name. And again, man, there's a ton of products out there. And when you're trying to kind of pierce through the market and get people at least interested in it, that name, aka trademark, can be a big part of it. Just think of Dude Wipes, think of Liquid Death. I think the name, which they got trademarked, is a big part of their success, at least early on. And then obviously the product has to be good, so forth and so on. So that's kind of my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this intellectual property is important, man. That's why I'm doing this channel. I'm not just up here kind of talking out of my, again, this intellectual property is important, especially when you're trying to get investors, you're trying to get market dominance, building a brand, copyrights, patents, trademarks, trade secrets, all go together to help you, and to the extent that you're trying to sell it, it's important as well. Let's get back to it as Lori goes out to see if these three fine business owners get a deal. Let's go.
Lori, we really appreciate that feedback as well.
I agree with Lori 100%. I love that it's 100% fruit. I am always looking for something that's a healthy dessert for my family, and I'm so excited to become a customer. But as a shark and coming in and trying to really help you grow and expand this brand, I just don't think I'm the right one. And for that reason, I'm out.
Thanks so much, Kendra.
Thank you.
We understand and
appreciate
thank you.
Guys, you're not worth $3 million, but I don't want to beat you up into a pulp. It's the hardest job in the world that you're facing.
And we're here to do it. You know,
I believe you can.
I just had a baby 3 weeks ago. And
You did? Look at you.
I'm
Amazing.
standing here for my other baby as well.
Congratulations, you guys.
Wow.
You know, I love the kumbaya stuff. At the end of the day, it's a business, all right?
We're ready to scale. We know how to do
The
it.
great news is you're on trend for longevity. You could argue that for the fructose versus cane sugar, all this stuff. But I'm not your guy because I want to shred you on valuation, but I'm too nice. I'm too nice. I've got anger management.
We've always thought that about you, Kevin.
Yes.
But look, good luck to you. I'm out.
Listen, guys, you're very credible. You know your stuff. I think you're gonna do well. I also know, I know that it's gonna be like this, whoa, like a roller coaster ride. Your valuation's completely mispriced. And your margins need to improve. And there's just a huge gap between where you're at and where you need to be for me to be able to consider an investable business. So for those reasons, I'm out.
So what do you think the valuation should be? It just seems like the valuation is stuck for you guys.
It's not solely valuation. It's the bigger thing is you don't have product market fit yet. And it's just too early. So let me give you an example. Is this for babies, adults, or workout people, right? Should I put it in a smoothie? Should I feed it to babies? Or should I put tequila in it?
It's for babies who work out.
It's a little too early to know who the main buyers of this thing are, so you can't target them and add accelerator to your growth. And that's a very tough situation for an investor because again, I'm not giving you lift, I'm giving you runway. And investors like to get lift.
I have to say, Roshan, every time I listen to you talk, I fall in love. Everything you say is so interesting.
Wow.
I'm highly susceptible to flattery, so I appreciate that. Now, so the last thing is you have the right pitch, you're raising the right amount of money, but just from the wrong people. You should really be talking to family, friends, and do you know who the last F is? Fools. Those are the 3 people you should be raising from right now. So unfortunately, guys, I'm out.
Okay.
All right.
We really appreciate it. Thank you for all the feedback.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck, you guys.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate the opportunity.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's crazy. Family, friends, and fools. I've never heard of that.
Everything that hasn't worked out for us ends up really working out for us. So we're going to stay optimistic. We're going to stay motivated, and we're always going to continue to keep it Hundy.
Keep it a Hundy. Hey, man, shouts out to them. Even though they didn't get a deal, I do think that the exposure obviously is going to be top notch being on Shark Tank. But then number 2, I don't think that crazy as it may seem, every business owner needs a deal on Shark Tank. I think, especially something like this, man, just kind of grows slow at times. And again, it's definitely going to be, I think, an uphill battle. But I don't think that, you always kind of need a deal from the shark, so to speak, as Rayshawn was talking about. So, man, shouts out to them. Shouts out for protecting their intellectual property. Let's take a look at the website here really quickly before I get you guys up out of there. Get you guys up out of here. Man, we were 2 for 2. I thought we were going to go 3 for 3. That's kind of disappointing. But let's kind of pull up the website here. Stay on top. Keep it a Hundy. April 8th, they did talk about pan pending. Let's see if they are announcing that at the bottom. I typically like to see pan pending at the bottom. Oh, there you go. Tell me I know what I'm talking about. Hey, this is a model client. I'm liking this client already. You see the pan pending right there. I'm not sure why I can't highlight it. But shouts out to them. Hundy, it looks like they should be kind of trademarking this on clothing as well as popsicles. Got that berry one out there. Man, shout out to the trio. Even though they didn't get a deal, I do think they are going to be in good hands, and it seems like they're not going to quit anytime soon. So, I'm trying to reach out to them to get them on a platform, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let's see if we can get back on track. Guys, take care. Peace.